Hi everyone, Dr. Michelle with Design to Heal, and today we're going to do part 2 of the Healing Touch series. So please, if you missed the first one, go back and watch the Healing Touch series part 1. There's only one other one right now because I'm just creating this. Later on, I'll be adding in some demos. So you can take these little treasure tools and use them on your friends and family. If you're not able to come see me or book an online appointment, these are little, great emergency medicine sometimes, depending on what you're coming up against, perhaps anxiety, stomach pain, elimination issues. Healing touch can be used for all systems of the body to help balance and create a homeostasis within. So today I'm going to kind of start where I stopped, part 2, and we're going to go over what can you expect in a healing touch therapy session. Now, obviously, this is going to be different depending on what practitioner you see. We all practice differently. We're all artists of our own, specialties. So we create different types of systems and whatnot. But overall, a healing touch facilitates a deep sense of calm and relaxation, as well as overall and specific responses for body, mind, spirit healing. You may feel nurtured, balanced, and energized. I love that because that's part of my mission when I'm healing is to really provide nourishment, nurture, sense of calm, all of those things that can be empowering and energizing for us. A healing touch session can be given anywhere from a chair in a client's home, which I had just did, and I talked about that briefly in my last video, in a chair in a client's home, to the bed, and in a hospital room. And I used to do this at the hospital bed a lot of my post-surgery patients. The session is typically administered while the client lies on a treatment table or bed with clothes on. So this is a really great treatment to add in if patients are really cold or they're uncomfortable getting undressed. This is the wonderful thing about healing touch is you can stay all cozy with blankets on, with your clothes on, and still get the benefits of healing touch therapy. So the practitioner will use his or her hands to assess the energy system. And I'm going to walk through the steps that we do probably in another video. And then after that video, I'll go through different demos that you can take, like I said, different tools for your toolbox that you can use for healing touch therapy in your own lives. So the session is typically administered. It could be any amount of time. So like I did a 10-15 minute one on an animal, which I'll talk about, and then also on a patient the other day. So it was only like 10 or 15 minutes and they had amazing results. Some patients will schedule 60 minutes and have a whole session like that. Some will book it with a massage. So it might be a 90-minute, 2-hour treatment, whatever is calling to you, I can provide that. So you're gonna, we will be assessing the energy centers with the healing touch practices and techniques. And then we will proceed to clear and balance it as needed using either off-body touch near the body, but no direct contact. So I shared that in the first video that I did. Is a lot of it can be hands off when we're doing healing touch because we're working with the different energy centers of the body. We're all energy balls. In skin suit, human skin suits. So let's see. So we'll be clearing and balancing the energy centers as our intuition has guided us. And I also, when I'm doing it, like to set an intention for the patient, the greatest good for the patient. We also could be no direct contact, like I said, or it could be just a gentle, still touch, kind of a holding, like just kind of a holding light touch to ground and get centered. So that can be another technique. And like I had shared in the first video, I like to add in a little bit of hands-on because I think people like that. So I'll usually do a little bit of hand massage and feet massage to ground and add in some essential oils if they like that. So let's see. And then we can do this gentle touch or no direct touch over various areas of the body. So I'm typically working from head to toe. And then if there's a particular medical condition that I'm focusing my real strong tools and techniques on that area, be it a headache, sinus congestion, digestion, shortness of lung issues. An average session may last anywhere, like I just said, from 15 to 60 minutes based on the client's needs, the methods being used, and setting used and then setting up the available time to do so. So how does the energy healing work? Energy therapies focus on removing energy congestion that forms in our energy fields, also known as aura. You've probably heard of people's auras, and energy centers called chakras, which I haven't done a video on that, but I think I will. I do have talked about the infrared heat chakra crystal mat that I sleep on and that I have available for purchase in my website, which all of that will be in my description. But I do talk briefly about chakras, but I'll probably do a chakra video and crystal video down the road. This can help reestablish healthy energy flow through opening, connecting, and balancing the human energy systems. Healing Touch was founded by a nurse, a holistic nurse, Janet Mintgen. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. I may not be. Mintgen, Janet, in 1989, as I had stated in my other video, and is now an international program taught in a variety of settings. Healing Touch program is endorsed by the American Holistic Nurse Association and the Canadian Holistic Nurse Association. And then, as I think I stated in the last video, it is different levels of certification that you can get. I'm a level 2 certification, and it can get pretty rigorous as you get, especially to the number 5, but really worth it if you want to invest the time. So that is available, and it abides by professional scope of practice, code of ethics. And Healing Touch was the first energy therapy to offer certification program for its practitioners. So that is really cool. Your practitioner will choose the most appropriate methods for you, depending on your needs, your current health status, and energetic assessment. So I did want to share now just a few testimonials right out of the handout that I'm looking at, and then I'm going to share some personal ones that I have experienced in my medical practice with my patients. So let me read this one out of the brochure. This is by Gary. Healing Touch helped me be pain-free after carpal tunnel surgery. It definitely speeded up my post-op recovery, which I love to hear that. And I've experienced that treating a lot of surgery patients, which is really cool because I was a surgery nurse and I'm very passionate about, really helping others during that surgical process, which I'm getting ready for soon, like next week. And I hope to get a video out on that for pre-op surgical preparation. Here's another testimonial by Sherry. Healing Touch gave me a feeling of clarity and a feeling of peace after surgery. Here's another surgery one. I was able to rest and manage the pain with the help of Healing Touch techniques. all the doctors who looked at me in the subsequent 2 weeks said, "You're healing beautifully. It's unbelievable how good you look." Wow, I love hearing that. Okay. I hadn't read those. That was my first time reading those. So let me go on to some of my testimonials. So one of mine is a doggy. I have shared that I treat dogs and cats primarily with a massage, healing touch, herbal medicine, and acupuncture are probably the primary therapies. And this doggy was a friend of mine who hadn't been eating for at least a few days. So I said, let me come over and do some healing touch on him and see how he does. So I went over and sure enough, his food bowl was full and he hadn't touched it. And so we did the treatment right up on a couch that he was comfortable in out on the patio. And, I just started with some massage, and I like to have the owner there too, so the pet can feel comfortable. But he was very comfortable. I started just kind of grounding with him and providing some, like I said, some little bit of massage, acupuncture points that can calm. And then I went into the healing touch session. I probably spent about 10, 15 minutes doing different methods, definitely focusing on his middle for the digestion and clearing the whole body. And right after I was done, my friend went and grabbed the bowl of dog food in his bowl and put it on the couch, and he ended up eating all of the food that was in the bowl. So I wish I would have had that on video because it was a pretty amazing experience. He hadn't eaten in days, and so I had she watched me. I encouraged her to watch what I was doing in case he had another bout of that. She could do some of that healing touch therapy on him. And I mean, that can be very valuable. You know how much a veterinarian bill can be. So obviously, if you think it's something serious, the dog or the cat or animal appears to be in pain, then, it can also be good to have the veterinarian assessment. But in the meantime, this can really be beneficial to have at the tip of your fingers for kind of an emergency medicine treatment and see if you can get it resolved. So my next testimonial is on a human. This is a female, probably middle-aged, and she had years of digestive complaints, abdominal pain, gas, bloating, just really uncomfortable. It was hard for her to eat a lot of different foods. So she was coming in for months, getting acupuncture. I think she might have even had massage. She might have been one of my triples, but she was getting acupuncture, I think massage and healing touch. And then we kind of intermingle those. Typically, if I am doing that, I will do the acupuncture session first, and then I'll end with the massage and the healing touch at the end. Because they're going to be really relaxed, and you just want them to be able to float out of the office and, just take that Zen feeling with them. So we did several, she was a regular patient of mine, so we treated her probably over at least, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 months, if not longer. But she was getting regular healing touch therapy. It was just kind of her regular therapy. And she might have been coming either every week or every other week. And what I would do is, she had pretty severe issues, was with the healing touch part, I would really focus in on the digestive tract and getting that balanced and flowing well. So fast forward, I haven't seen her in a long time. She's not needed the healing touch. We resolved her digestive issues. And I don't know if she watched me. Really, she would go off to sleep when I did the session, so she wasn't really watching what I did. But you could learn by just watching your practitioner do it or checking into Dr. Michelle's videos. But she went into complete relaxation mode, and so also helped her stress, which stress can be tied into the gut. So the gut mind connection, the brain gut connection. So a lot of times, relaxing the gut will relax the mind, and vice versa. Relaxing the mind, calming the mind, will relax the digestion tract. So it's very important to be nourishing both of those. And she would go, and like I said, into probably a deep sleep state when I was treating her, which was pretty cool. And so we would not only just treat her digestion, but she'd get her stress and anxiety relieved a great deal, which would affect her digestive issues as well. So let's go to the next one. Post-surgery, which I've mentioned multiple times. This is a particular patient that I treated post-cataract surgery, and this was day 1. I might have treated day 2 on another surgery, day 1 and 2, but I did this. The one that I'm thinking of was definitely day 1. It was the evening of after they had their cataract surgery. They had severe burning in the eyes. They described it as like a sandpaper scratching in their eyes, which sounded really, really painful. So they had like the sandpaper scraping effect in their eyes. Excuse me. So we were creating a pain-free, that was our intention and our goal, was to be pain-free. So I did the technique. The treatments were probably at least, I'd say maybe 30 minutes, if I'm remembering right. And again, the pain was considered severe. And, really, they just had to kind of close their eyes because it was just really irritating and very painful. So the next day after the treatment, they had a 0 out of 10 pain. Woohoo! I love getting those results. Not for myself, but for the patient and myself. But it just kind of proof that these energetic medicine therapies really do work. If you're centered, focused, and you have the right intention set, it's powerful medicine. So she was a 0 out of 10 after her surgery. She was more of a senior in that age bracket, but I don't like to really just kind of telling you. You can be any age with cataracts, actually, and get great success with the healing touch. So as I had mentioned before, my digestive patient, my number 4 testimonial is anxiety and stress, so treating mental health. And I had a patient, which I had mentioned, I believe, in my first video again, that I had treated for about 10-15 minutes. And immediately their eyes started getting very heavy, very glazed, that endorphin releasing look that you get from acupuncture. And so I asked them, how was the treatment for you? It was their first experience. And they said, I got very relaxed. And, just that's how they described it, a really deep relaxation. So, and I was actually kind of focusing on some other things as well for healing. But I could see it in her face and in her eyes that she had reached that state of calm and relaxation very quickly, probably within 5 minutes of the treatment. So that is how powerful healing touch therapy can be, and how it's a very gentle therapy, which is lovely because some of our Western medicine therapies and treatments and things can be kind of traumatic and really stressful on us. So to be able to have a gentle type of healing like massage and acupuncture, the way I do it, can significantly impact your life. And the way that you can get healed and resolve health conditions. So I hope that you liked this video and it was informative for you. Stay tuned. Like I said, the next one I'm going to be doing is kind of going through the steps of a healing touch treatment. And then, like I said, everybody obviously will create their own system and plan, but this is how I like to do it. And then I'm going to start doing some demonstration videos that you all can take these valuable healing tools for your friends, your animals. So stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe button. It is free. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and then feel free to share it with friends and family, loved ones that might be going through some health challenges. So I'm here for you. Reach out if you need me. Put a comment or a question in, and I'll get back to you soon. Okay. Many blessings to you all. See ya.